I am deeply, deeply connected to the thing or to the things I'm going to say. It's Lord who gives, and it is Lord who takes away. Blessed be thy name of Lord. I want to become deeply, deeply connected to what am I doing. I'm trying. I'm literally trying very hard to disengage myself from everything that happens around me, and I am trying to be completely into the thing that I am going to be into, because if I am not 100% into something, then good things do not come, do not result in. Gentlemen and gentlewomen, my brothers and sisters, I welcome all of you with Islamic greetings. Assalamu alaikum to my weekly podcast. Let me tell it to you very clearly. I was thinking of it. I'm not a podcaster. I'm not a podcaster, nor am I a motivational speaker, because I'm not successful. What am I then? And what am I doing? For the sake of argument, for the sake of simplicity, let's call it podcast. But what am I? I'm a simple human being like you. I'm a homo sapien like you, that crawls like you, talks like you, walks like you, eats like you, becomes sad like you. I'm a commoner. You and I are common. You and I are commoners. You and I are commoners. We are brothers in we are brothers in humanity. And then what am I going to do today, or what am I going to say today? I'm going to say the things I believe in, because I have figured it out that if I say the things I believe in, you will trust me. Trust will emerge. This is I learned from Simon Sinek, and this is I learned long ago, and since then I try to propagate, preach, do, tell the things I believe in, because if we say the things, do the things we actually believe in, deep down we feel happy. We do not become hypocrite to ourselves. So it's important that I'm going to say, or it's important that I say, you say, we say the things we believe in. My brothers and sisters, it occurred to me a couple of moments ago that success is tough. Success is hard. For the last 10 years or more, maybe for the last 12 years, I have been trying hard. I have been running after success, but still I am yet to achieve it. I haven't achieved it. And then with each passing day, I set my goal at a higher level. I run after it. I try to reach it. I try to touch it. I try to get that golden touch, or I try to get success, or I try to accomplish, but I can't. And then it occurred to me that success is not completely contingent upon our hard work, hard labor. Something else must be at play here. Something else must be guiding us to a success. Something else must be determining success, and that something else can be supernatural. It can be the construct, our society, the place where we are born, or were born and raised, the country, its socio-economic situation, constitution, politics, philosophy, its economy, and many other things, many other factors are at play here. And I ask myself this question, and I ask this question sometimes to many people. I've been trying very hard, and I know many people who have become successful. I am from South Asia, a tiny part of South Asia, Bangladesh, from Dhaka, and you are probably listening to me from India, from Pakistan. And then when I compare myself with my counterparts in Europe, my counterparts in America or Canada, I become sad at times, because I didn't want. Now I think I should have been born. I should have been born in a country with good beauty, nice landscape, less corruption, good environment, less pollution, where people follow the rules. where people follow order, where people are much more civilized. I'm not saying that people in my country or in South Asia or in other parts of the world are not. I'm not saying that they are not civilized. I am just trying to say that compared to the people, compared to the system prevalent in South Asia, things are much better in North America, things are much better in European countries. So it's a construct. So what I want to say is success is not entirely contingent upon or dependent on our struggle, our hard work, our toil. Something else must be at play here, something supernatural. I think it's God. Otherwise, I believe it is God. You can think it is nature. You can think it is something else. Whatever you think. A lot of people try very hard. I have been trying day and night. I have been working hard, working around the clock, studying hard. And then you may think that I do not have the recipe. I do not have what it is called the recipe to become successful. Yes, it might be, but I'm trying at least. And I can give simplistic explanation. It is a European student or a student in North America doesn't have to work very hard. Doesn't have to work very hard in school or colleges. For example, a person born in Uttar Pradesh, in a remote village of Uttar Pradesh, where network connection is very poor, with poor network connection, the village may be off the grid or cut off from electricity grid. And the person tries to become a doctor and think about the person or think of the person, how hard he or she studies, how hard he or she toils to become a doctor. And now compare that person with a person born and raised in a North American country. In a North American country or a European country, they don't have to work very hard. If they are born in a rich family, a very rich family, with excellent backup from family members, parents, supportive parents, caring parents, nice school, teachers, good teachers, and then a lot of push factors. The person in Europe, that person in North America, that student in North America gets a lot of positive things from the surrounding, from the environment. It's a construct. That person was born and found himself or herself in a beautiful country with nice landscape, good roads, good politicians, where there is less corruption, where the politicians listen to the people. I'm actually talking about Canada, Denmark, and some other good countries where politicians listen to the people, where politicians do not consider themselves as kings and queens, where politicians do not consider themselves as gods, as lords. Yes, then I compare myself with them, and I find that I was born in a wrong country at times, but I don't become sad because I do not have any say, or I didn't have any say over this issue. It's a construct. The society where I was born and raised is a construct. I instantly found myself in this situation. I don't want it, or I do not want it now. Or if I compare myself with a country, an African country, where domestic violence is rampant, where domestic violence is a common norm, or where civil war has been ravaging for a long period of time. Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, or a country where civil war is right now actually taking place, or a once beautiful country Syria, where for the last 1 decade civil war has been ravaging different parts, where a lot of people have been displaced. Half of the population has been displaced. There are child who was born yesterday or 5 years ago during this civil war found itself or himself or herself in a construct. And we have seen photos of child drowning in the Mediterranean. We have seen photos, videos of people being shot by the Greek coast guards, because these people wanted to cross Mediterranean and wanted to go to safe haven or safe sanctuary in Europe, and somehow they couldn't. Many managed and many couldn't manage. Many got drowned in the Mediterranean. Their bodies were not even found. So success, I run after success, you are running after success, and we all are running after success. And success is not only a positive function of hard work. It's contingent upon, it depends on many things. It depends on a whole range of things, whole range of issues. I work hard. I've been working hard for a long period of time, and I'm running after it. Like me, you are running after it. You work hard. You are probably listening to me from Bangladesh, from Dhaka, from Pakistan, from Afghanistan, or from India, and see how much you have to struggle, how much you have to work hard to become successful. Corruption eats the development, eats away the development. It destroys the development work. Many people try to develop the country. In our country, many people are trying to develop. Many are working very hard. Private individuals, private corporations, entrepreneurs are working very hard day and night, 24/7 to develop the country. I have seen people, I have seen students working day and night, 7 hours, 8 hours, we study, still success is difficult. I have seen people marrying later in their life because they think a good job is a prerequisite to a good family, to a successful family, a successful life, and they marry late. They marry late. And what do? They study hard. Early in the morning they wake up to get a government job. And the sad thing is, many government jobs are given to corrupt people, or corruption, nepotism takes the good jobs away. I have seen many students studying 12 hours a day, 15 hours a day to become a doctor, but medical questions have been leaked many times. I have seen. The same things do not happen in European countries, many European countries, many civilized countries. These things do not happen in Japan, do not happen in Singapore. So, luckily or unluckily, if we compare ourselves with people in Europe, we are unlucky. But if we compare ourselves with people in Syria, Afghanistan, in some poor African countries, we can consider ourselves lucky. So luckily or unluckily, we found ourselves in this situation, in this construct. But complaints aside, we have to work hard. We have to still try. We have seen stories. We have seen countless stories. We have got countless examples that people born in poor family, raised poor, ended up being successful. We have seen many Indians. We have seen many Indians change their fortune, change their lifestyle. They have conquered the world. We have seen Indians going into the space. We have seen a poor country, but collectively it's a rich country. We have seen many Indians taking over great positions in Google, in Microsoft, in many great companies, that largest corporations in the world. And we have seen many Indians making their companies global giants. We have seen many Bangladeshi people becoming billionaire. We have seen Bangladeshi companies exporting medicines to different countries, and we have also seen Bangladeshi companies and Bangladesh distributing, gifting coronavirus medicines to other countries. We have seen good examples, great things always happen. That's why we have hopes. Otherwise, we would become hopeless and then life would not exist. Look at the civilization we have built. We have built this civilization because we have hopes. We are hopeful. We look for better days. And we are born with this instinct to dream high, dream big, and to run after big dreams. We are born with this quality, born with this instinct. I see many people. When they lose their near and dear ones, their father, spouse, mother, they become sad, empty for a couple of days. They think that their life is lost. But after that, they rediscover themselves. They again stand on their own feet and they say, yes, it's time to move on. This is life. It's a battle. I say it many times. In my previous podcast, I said that life is a battle and every day is a struggle. Every day we have to work hard. If a rickshaw puller takes his rickshaw and goes to the road, the person would earn money. With it, he would buy food, take it, put that on the table, and with the family members, all will eat. And for a couple of days, if the rickshaw puller cannot go and pull rickshaw, would not earn anything, and then either the person will hunger or the person will have to borrow something from other people. This is life is. We have seen during pandemic, many people went hungry. We have seen many people go hungry. We have seen it. We have seen many people dying of hunger during this pandemic. We have seen it. So it's a battle, struggle. Every day is a battle. Every day is a struggle. I tell it often. So my brothers and sisters, I at the very beginning said a lot of sad things, that we struggle, we study, we work hard, and often we may not become successful. It's okay because it's tough. Life is a tough battle. Every great thing comes at a cost. Every great thing comes at a cost. The present day America is the most powerful country. Present day America is the richest country. Its present generation is enjoying the hard work, labor that the previous generations made. On the sacrifice and struggle of his previous generation stands present day America. It has great entrepreneurial zeal. The people over there are very hardworking and they are successful. It still has problems. It has problems. Every country has problems. We have problems. And then I said that I haven't become successful. It's not entirely true. I have learned to talk, although I do not talk very nicely. But I have at least learned to talk. When I was a child or when I was in my high school or college, I never thought that people would ever listen to me. I never thought that I would be one day be able to speak in English. I never thought I would be able to convince people. At least I can convince 5 people, 10 people. A great motivational speaker can convince probably thousands, millions of people, or probably billions of people. But I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm a commoner. I told it long ago. I'm a commoner like you. I share the things I believe in. I share the things that I think I need to share. I share the things that go around inside my head. I say common things that I believe that take place with me in my surroundings. So my hard work did pay off, although they didn't pay off as much as I would have expected, or I expect Yes, it happens. You know, on earth, our life is not heaven. We have problems, and that's why we need to struggle. You know, I read a passage. If we get something that we sought after, our life may seem aimless then, because the goal that drove us on has gone. Then it's important that we have an aim, that we have a goal, and we don't achieve it completely. It's important that we have a goal, and it's a good mechanism that we have in us. We set a target, we achieve it, that's fine, and then we set a bigger target and we try to achieve it. It's a mechanism that we have in us. For example, when a person goes fishing for the very first day, the person thinks, okay, if I catch one fish, that's enough for me. If I do not catch, it's my first day, it's okay. So the person, suppose, catches one fish and the person becomes happy, and then with one fish the person comes back feeling complete or feeling happy. The second day, the person has a bigger target, and the person sets a bigger target and sets sights on catching 2 fishes or 3 fishes. And if on the second day the person catches 2 fishes, and on the third day the person will set even bigger target, maybe 5 fishes, 10 fishes. It's a mechanism that we have inside us. It's a very good mechanism. So I transformed myself. I want to share the things that happened with me. I said that success isn't easy to achieve. Yes, it's not easy. You have to work very hard. You have to really work very hard. Really hard. Prime Minister Narendra Modi of India did not become Narendra Modi without struggling very hard. You may disagree. You disagree, no problem. I disagree with many of the things he does and says. I disagree with his ideology. That's okay. That's another thing. But at least we agree on the thing that he is successful because he is leading a nation of 1.3 billion people. He is the Prime Minister of a powerful country on earth. Probably the 3rd most powerful country or 4th most powerful country on earth. So he is successful, and he didn't become successful without working very hard. He struggled very hard. He did work very hard. Our Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina struggled very hard, really hard. Since her early days, she was into politics, or she has been into politics. She still works very hard. She probably works 18 hours a day, or maybe even more. She works really very hard. Successful people do work very hard, and they have to work hard. So, but I was telling, I was not born with zero quality or level 0. I was born with imperfections. It's common to you and it's common to me. We are born with a lot of imperfections. We although have some instincts, good instincts that we get from our parents, nature, that we get from nature. For example, if your parents are athletes, and you would get a very good physique, very good health, and you would learn the quality of martial arts or athletics much more quickly than a person generally would master the quality or master the art of wrestling or athletics much more quickly than a person who didn't have a parents of similar background, or who doesn't have a parents of similar background. It's true. So I was not, we all are born with imperfections. I was born with imperfections as well. I couldn't talk, I couldn't look, I had a very bad body, very bad health, disastrous health. And then I used positive psychology, and I tell it to people, we all have to use positive psychology. If we use positive psychology, great things would happen. If we give positive messages to our brain constantly, then we become engaged, deeply engaged in it. We then work hard. I started giving myself positive messages. Yes, I can achieve. I can't talk, but I can learn. Now I am talking. It's not perfect. It's not near perfect. It's mediocre. It's okay. It's okay. I'm trying. I'm learning. I'm working on it. And then I didn't know anything. I was not good at my subject, good at my study. I was bad at math and I failed. Almost failed. I got 34 out of 100. And I learned after that. Became engaged in it. It happened with you too. You probably transformed your life significantly. You are probably listening to me from Saudi Arabia, but you are from Pakistan or from India, and you think of your childhood, how difficult it was. Now you are in Saudi Arabia, you are at a university, you are at a very good place. You are holding a nice post in a good company, and you think of your childhood and you see how things went, how things evolved in your life. From alphabets, then difficult books, then more difficult books, then most difficult books. You have covered them all. You stood fast in the exam one day in high school, or you are the first boy or first girl in your college life, high school or school life, and you struggled that, but you didn't become fast without studying, without struggling, and you have become successful. Now you are living a good life. You plan on going on vacation after the pandemic, or probably you are still vacationing or having fun in different places. You have a good body and you have become very conscious. You have always been conscious. You realize that you need to be conscious of your health, and you have become conscious. You regularly went to the gym and you still go to the gym. You have a good body, you have good food, you eat good food, you eat fruits, and you have a good body, and you are not afraid of coronavirus. You are not afraid of diseases, and you can easily go from one place to another place. You are happy, you are having a good life, leading a good life, a healthy life. You are enjoying yourself. So we need to give ourselves positive messages, and I give myself a lot of positive messages every day. I know I haven't achieved success. I know I have achieved small goals. Small goals. I have a bigger target, and when I will achieve that bigger target, I will set even bigger target. This is how we are made. This is how life goes on. This is what our DNA does to us. This is your DNA. Everyone's DNA does to us. So, gentlemen and gentlewomen, I have said a lot of things. I want to say a lot of things. And last message, what can be the last message? The last message is hope. Hope. The earth is a tough battle. It's a battle. It's a struggle. And then we are fighters. The odds are many things, inside, outside. The odds are our laziness. The odds are corruption, bad environment. The odds are diseases. But we have to struggle. We have to be careful. We have to be conscious. We have to work hard each day. Sometimes I become empty, sad. I become very sad because I try, but I can't. I can't achieve. But I don't stop. But what is the way out? What is the solution? Remaining sad forever will amplify my sadness. The only way to achieve is to try more, is to try harder. That's what I do, and that's what I want you to do. Struggle hard, work hard. Some other day I'll be again coming to you with different messages. My brothers and sisters, till then, stay cool, stay happy, and stay with a lot of fun. Thank you.